this win over Tampa Bay, are the Patriots serious Super Bowl contenders?
Well, my summary on this one is, in a back-and-forth game, the Patriots come out on top. Now 2 games ahead of the division. In the division, is their win streak ever going to stop? I'm not so sure. Their schedule looks pretty manageable here. I think they're going to keep winning. And my question to you, Nate, should Drake Maye be considered an MVP candidate?
He's currently the leader.
He's been playing. He's the leader. And how about the breakout game for TreVeyon Henderson? He should be the starting running back now, I'm pretty sure. The Pats defense came up big on the last drive, preventing Mayfield magic to happen again. It was on his way to driving down the field to score, and they stopped that drive. So that's big. And Drake Maye, 16 of 31, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. QBR was 55. Above 50 is generally pretty good. He had a sack. Henderson, 14 carries, 147 yards, and 2 TDs. That's his breakout game. That shows what he can do. He should be in there starting now, I think. Mac Hollins and the wide receivers, Stephon Diggs, 6 catches for Hollins for 106 yards, and Diggs 5 for 46, and the touchdown catch he had was a highlight reel. So the Pats look to me to be for real, particularly beating the Bucs the way they did.
Look, I'll say this. I do think that the Patriots, they're legitimate threats for the number 1 seed in the AFC, and I bet on it a couple weeks ago, and I've already tripled my money if I want to cash out right now on it, because I jumped on it. I believed in the Patriots here, and you know what? About damn time. Mike Vrabel thinks, TreVeyon Henderson's a little bit small, a tiny bit small. He broke a few tackles and looked like lightning out there. So I think that needs to be thrown out the window there, because there's a reason why he's not playing. A lot of question marks, but it seems like everyone's saying he's not an every down back.
And that's why
he had 1 fumble. Ramondre Stevens is like 55 since he came into the league. So I don't think that's the reason whatsoever.
He didn't have much choice to play him this game because Jennings got hurt.
Ramondre Stevenson's been out. So TreVeyon Henderson was already going to be the guy.
So he was going to be the number 1 running back anyway by default.
Right.
And he lived up to it. And it was a defining game for him. They should leave him out there.
Well, that's what I've been saying. That's what I was actually going to get into. TreVeyon Henderson, I've been waiting, because the first time he touched the football since coming to the Patriots was a punt return touchdown. That was the first time we ever saw him in a Patriots jersey out on the field making plays, was a punt return touchdown. And I knew from that instant, and I even said it for the draft, I loved the pick. You can go back and check our draft analysis. I love the pick for TreVeyon Henderson because they needed a running back. Ramondre Stevenson's had fumble issues and just wasn't effective anymore. So you go out and get him, and what do? You keep him on the bench. You try to split. It was basically running back by committee out there. When I saw TreVeyon Henderson explode onto the scene, he's had games of 4.6 yards a carry, 7.5 yards a carry. This one, 10.5 yards a carry. The first ever game he played against the Raiders was 5.4 yards a carry. He was just a more effective running back than Ramondre Stevenson was. Jennings has had a couple nice carries. Antonio Gibson, before he was out for the year, he had a couple good carries. But ultimately, your speedy guy, and we saw it in this one, he was like lightning out there, going up and down the field, even checking with the sideline to see if he should score or go down, which I thought was interesting. But yeah, he was very, very good against a Todd Bowles defense that is known for stopping the run. And I thought he did a absolutely tremendous job, and honestly bailed out an average Drake Maye performance because he threw a pick. Then the Buccaneers go down. I believe they score, and all of a sudden now they need to figure out what to do, and it was just run the football, and then Henderson breaks out and then ends up scoring. So I think ultimately TreVeyon Henderson will be the number 1 running back for the New England Patriots. It's just a matter of when. They gave Stevenson, I believe they gave him a decent extension, but he can't stop fumbling the football. And I think running back by committee is not a way to play. My concern is, and why I think they're not true Super Bowl contenders, but I do think they could win a playoff game, and I think they have a shot of winning the number 1 seed, is they don't really have holes. I mean, I think Marcus Jones is a pretty big hole if you put him in solo coverage, instead of having him as like a shifty, nifty little nickel back or whatever the case may be. But really, because the thing about the Indianapolis Colts, if they can't run the ball effectively and Daniel Jones gets pressured, that's what I'm concerned about, and their pass defense isn't great. The Broncos currently don't have an offense that moves more than 2 yards down the field at any given time. They had 8 3-and-outs the game the last week. So the Patriots, Drake Maye can have an okay game, sub 90 passer rating. All of a sudden, the running game breaks out for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns. They have 6.1 yards a carry. Drake Maye's deep ball is incredible. The throw to Mac Hollins I thought was beautiful.
Nice.
The 4th and goal, I think relatively early in the game, or right before the end of the first half, they were going to get the ball open the second half, but the 4th and goal to go for it, Stephon Diggs, great catch in the corner of the end zone. I thought that was a great throw and even a better catch. So this offense, while it doesn't have the number, like really the name value of a Justin Jefferson or any of those top guys, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, even Emeka Ibuka, they don't have a receiver like that. It's a bunch of really fast guys. They become one of the slowest wide receiver course to now it looks like one of the fastest. Demario Douglas has speed. Stephon Diggs has a couple good moments, but Kyle Williams, 72 yards. He had 1 catch on the day. Exploded for 72 yards. Matt Collins also blown off. He had 6 catches, 106 yards.
In terms of elite wide receivers, you can't say the Patriots
don't have it. No.
They don't have one. Although Kayshon Boutte, I think, is up and coming.
He's their
player.
best. He's their best deep ball guy.
Yeah. But I do think Stephon Diggs is an elite wide receiver. He just hasn't. They haven't given him the touches yet. And I think he showed it when the chips were down and they needed to get the touchdown on 4th down. He pulled it in, and that was a great catch. That was a great catch. He was the right guy to go to. He's the guy to go to when you need a big play. Mac Hollins looks pretty good too. These guys aren't big names, but Stephon Diggs is a big name.
Right. It's just that
he's coming back from the injury.
Well, yeah, and also the end of the Buffalo Bills tenure, the rocky relationship supposedly between him and Josh Allen wasn't great. But yeah, ultimately, no. I think this team will win a playoff game. I think they have a serious shot at winning the AFC, especially with the Buffalo Bills not figuring out their defense. And also Josh Allen keeps turning the ball over. I think Denver right now, they don't have an offense that could do really anything that effectively outside of the 4th quarter. I mean, the Raiders game was horrible. The Raiders had the 25th best defense, and they couldn't do anything against
In terms of the Patriots being a Super Bowl contender, you mentioned the Colts.
Yep.
I'm not so sure about them.
Correct.
I'm not so sure about them. We're going to talk about them in a minute in the recap of the game over in Berlin. You talk about Buffalo. Buffalo's 2 games behind the Patriots right now.
And
Josh Allen.
The Patriots already beat them once.
Josh Allen making mistakes again.
Yeah.
Their claim to fame and their winning in the last couple of years is Josh Allen minimized turnovers. Right. He's been turning the ball over, so that's a problem.
True.
You look at the Chargers are
offensive line
issues. You look at the Chiefs; they're 5-4.
Currently not in the playoffs.
But not in the playoffs right now. 5-4, but everyone looks at them as a team to measure yourself against.
True.
The Ravens are on the outside looking in.
Still
they have a 4-5 record right now. Pittsburgh, I don't feel like they're going anywhere after they lost that game against the Chargers. So I think the Patriots are right up there.
They have to be.
I happen to be a little biased.
Just by default, they are. Just by default.
Yeah, by default. Yeah. Just because the AFC doesn't have a knockout team really.
Well, yeah. I think especially
the Colts, but Daniel Jones.
You need things to go right.
I worry about him a little bit.
Right. Well, and I think what's also interesting is that the reason why the Patriots will be at the top, in my opinion, is they've had the easiest schedule and they have the easiest schedule moving forward. So my only concern is why I don't think they're true Super Bowl but deep playoff contenders is the level of competition. They're not battle ready. They're not battle tested. Because if you play a bunch of bums for 95% of your games, you're up against a very nicely built team like the Chiefs with Andy Reid. How are they going to scheme up against an Andy Reid-led offense or play up against a Spagnuolo-led defense if all of a sudden they've been playing like the level of competition like the Titans or the Browns?
But what they got to do is get the number 1 seed, and then they
get
they'll
have a bye.
And then they play the worst available team after the first round after the wild card weekend.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
Right? So they would have a chance to win that first playoff game.
You better hope and pray the Jaguars hold on for dear life, because I think if the Chiefs get in, it's playoff Kansas City, just like the Patriots. If they could be 9-7, make the playoffs, you're afraid of them because of who they got behind center. You're afraid of who they have on the sideline waiting in Andy Reid. That's who you fear. I would fear the Chiefs, regardless of what their record is.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So I think the Jacksonville Jaguars, while they had a terrible loss to the Houston Texans led by Davis Mills,
I don't think
they need to hold on for dear life.
I don't think they'll make it.
And I think if they
Trevor
don't,
Lawrence, he's not a playoff quarterback.
Well, we've been on that for a while. We've been on that for a while.
Getting a team to the playoffs.
And if it's not the Jaguars, you have to hope the Chiefs slip up once or twice more and the Ravens win out. That's what you're hoping on.
Yeah.
Because there's no shot Miami gets into there.
One more thing I'll say about Drake Maye.
Sure.
He throws a very catchable ball.
Yes.
You notice his
Yes.
ball? It's a very catchable ball.
Yeah.
It's not like a laser beam. He puts it out there.
That Matt Collins throw was right there.
Yeah, right there. But it wasn't like a laser beam.
No, and it wasn't a rainbow where he's waiting for it and waiting for it.
It was perfectly thrown.
Yeah. Well, and I think that really is a testament to hiring back Josh McDaniels. Because supposedly he's operating essentially the same offense Brady ran. They're running a lot of the same plays.
I always thought he looked a little bit like
you said that. you did
he's
say
tall
that.
and he's skinny.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I will say though, the one thing I have a concern with. Same thing with Jackson Dart. Slide, please.
Yeah.
You have to slide.
He's had a concussion.
You make some big time runs, but slide. Because I want you out there. And while Josh Dobbs came in for a couple plays, was it a game or two ago?
He's not somebody you want out there on a
Right.
regular basis.
He made a couple great plays.
Yeah, but
he's not your starter.
No, not at all.
Drake May's the starting guy for the future, 100%. I want him out there.
Another thing I'd say, Vrabel has them playing very disciplined football.
Yes.
They only had a couple of penalties in that game against the Bucs.
And that's exactly what you want, 110%. And I'll also say this just for the sake of saying it. Carlton Davis, love him as a player, loved him when he was at the Lions. I'm scared. He cannot go one-on-one coverage. We saw him against the Atlanta Falcons.
They have quite a few backs. They have Mapu.
Yeah.
Right? He's pretty good. Hawkins.
He's all right.
He's good. Right? I think the defensive big Gonzalez. He's good.
Didn't have a great game in this one. He was targeted 12 times. He allowed 5 catches.
Well, he always goes against the toughest receivers. So.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to target him a lot. I will say
he's going against him. Yeah.
It's a tough matchup. Marcus Jones, though. I've said it for 2 years now. Stop putting him one-on-one man coverage against guys who are 6'4". He's like 5'8".
Yeah, he got burned badly by Drake London.
Oh yeah, big time. Hi everybody, thank you for watching this clip of the Harvey Hour. If you want to watch the full show, you can by clicking the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to take the show with you on the go, it is available wherever you get your podcast. We go live here on YouTube every single Tuesday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload a video and whenever we go live.